all the budgeting apps do the automated connections, and it just tells you within like 2 minutes.
What's your favorite one that you'd recommend?
Well, DollarWise, of course, but
if we're putting that to the side, besides DollarWise budgeting app, what would you recommend?
I like ones for different reasons. If you want to go hardcore advanced, Wannabe is fun. We've just learned that a lot of people click off in the onboarding because there's too much. Just too much.
I agree with you on that. I tried doing it and it was taking too much time. I was like,
that's why we did simple. Yeah. Rocket Money's pretty good, but I learned in the end they just kind of want to sell you a mortgage, so wasn't the biggest fan of.
I got a mortgage with Rocket Mortgage.
See,
in fairness, but it was the best rate that I could have found.
It's what it works.
They are very competitive. I gotta say.
I'm not saying that's inherently bad, but I want to use it for my own reasons, not to be sold. I did do every dollar. Every dollar was good. One thing I didn't like and why I don't always advise it is because it forces you to use the Ramsey method. So you know that's not very like personal. So Monarch is pretty good. Monarch's the new guy on the block. I just always get a little nervous when companies raise like $100 million in private equity because...
What do they use that money for a budgeting app? $100 million?
It's crazy because we didn't need that, but also private equity always ends up like collecting private data in the end. Not saying they're going to. That's always what private equity wants, so I get a little nervous. So I like all those apps for their own reasons, but I'm hesitant for all those specifics as well.
Yeah. Personally, I tend to like Rocket Money a lot. I find it's the best beginner-friendly.
It's pretty easy.
It has everything you need, and it's pretty affordable if you pay for it. And I pay for it. I actually like it.
I'd say they're all affordable for what you get. If you tweak your budget, because all of them are around that $10 to $15 a month. If you tweak your budget and save $100, just because of a budgeting app, it's so easily worth it.
What happened to the DollarWise app?
Yeah, when it first launched, that was so fucking... Woo! So one thing I learned for all you people growing a business right there, third-party contractors when building something from scratch, not always the best thing to do. It is cheaper, it is easier, it is less scary. They probably know what they're doing. But build in-house, do the investment. If you're actually confident in what you're doing, build it in-house. Because that's what we've had to do these last like 7-8 months is rebuild everything from house. So we launched with the contractors, a complete disaster. They wouldn't fix things on time. It was fucked. They launched a simpler budget. We got a copyright issue. It was fucked. It was almost a lawsuit. Had to switch it to a simpler budget or DollarWise before we made any app fixes. Luckily, my team came in. We hired them, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, put all my money back towards them. They fixed the app to where in the past like 3 months, 4 months, the app's been good. It's all the issues are fixed. But it hasn't been that app that's like uberly competitive against all the other budgeting apps. So what they've been working on the last 6-7 months, especially with all the new technology that exists today, is building this big 6.0 launch that is happening right after we film this. And it's going to be incredible. I'm so excited to see how it competes against the Monarch. Monarch's like the big one right now, but against all the other top dogs right now with the great level of insights people are getting into their money that's automated more than any other budgeting app, actually giving you those tools and insights in your insights tab. I'm just so excited to see what happens.
Do you worry that potentially the app is at risk if like a ChatGPT or a Gemini came out with a financial AI that could basically integrate already and then give you like real-time insights and suggestions immediately for free?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, I know even Grok itself and Perplexity? I think they have like a finance mode. So there are things like that, and that's a conversation. But I think people like having an app they trust with their data, because I don't know if people trust their data with AI. So a company that doesn't sell data actually protects data, and that's what we've promised to do. And that actually connects with these great third parties, like Plaid and whatnot, to sync their accounts automatically instead of having like, okay, what's the update, GPT? Okay, what's going on now? What's going on now? Here's a question, So we already give you the insights. Everything's automatic. It's all done for you. And it's built in a way for a human to use, not like what a chat bot thinks you want to hear in the moment. But someday, honestly, probably. And we have a pivot in mind.
Okay.
In about a year.
What's the end goal for DollarWise?
I want to build it into not only the best budgeting app, potentially go into the world of some banking, potentially go into, I want to scale it into a multi-$100 million business. I want to employ a lot of people, and I want to create an app that actually changes people's lives more than the show does.
What's the primary motivator at this point? Because you have more than enough money right now. I would assume if you wanted to step away from YouTube, would you be fine to do so?
Yeah, for sure.
So you could live a perfectly quality life with all of the money that you have saved up and invested.
I think so.
So if it's not then to get to like a different level of wealth to access different things in life, then what is the motivator?
You know, it's interesting. I just saw a clip from your episode that was just released with a streamer I've never heard of, no offense to him, but you asked him if he would step away with $20 million or something. He said, no, he'd be bored. I'd be bored. I love building shit. I love working with people. I love having an impact positively on the world. Some people don't agree with it, and that's okay. We don't care about their opinion. They're, you know, whatever. That's their choice. But I want to leave an actual resource and legacy that helps people. I really do.
But would you walk away for $100 million post-tax?
No. Billion? Maybe.
$1 billion maybe?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So where does most of your revenue come from today? How is it broken down? As Jack would say, the pie chart.
DollarWise has played a big catch-up. For the vast majority of last year, it was financial audit driven by AdSense and sponsorships. Memberships really took off last year. That's been huge. That pulls some pretty heavy weight, but now DollarWise is so substantial. I'd say it's about still 40% YouTube, 20% sponsors, and then the rest comes from the mixture of our educational programs and DollarWise.
Now, I'm sure I don't need to say this, but buying a home is usually one of the largest and most important financial decisions you'll ever make. And with rates moving around, it's easy to feel the pressure to act fast. But the truth is, the right time to buy or refinance is when you're financially ready.
That's why today's sponsor, Churchill Mortgage, stands out. They're not a transactional lender. They're a trusted guide focused on helping you build a smart, long-term plan for homeownership.
And what really makes Churchill different is their focus on readiness. They walk you through your entire financial picture and help you understand what you could truly afford, not just what you could qualify for. It's way more than just a mortgage. It's a strategy.
And we've actually had Dave Ramsey on the podcast before, so we've talked firsthand about his philosophy around debt-free living and financial peace. Churchill has been his trusted mortgage company for over 30 years, which says a lot about how aligned they are with that long-term planning.
They also have a 4.9 rating on Google and were named the Newsweek top nationwide mid-size lender based on client ratings. That kind of trust doesn't happen by accident. So if you're thinking about buying a home or refinancing, get a customized plan built around your goals at churchillmortgage.com/coffee.
Again, that is churchillmortgage.com/coffee to learn more and to see what the smarter mortgage looks like for you. This is a paid advertisement, NMLS ID 1591, NMLS consumeraccess.org, equal housing lender.